Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel and Reet here, and welcome to the Essetino Weekly Mastermind, episode number 18.
Yes, welcome everybody to another live stream. Every single Thursday we go live at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST to show up for you, to be a resource for you. We are the founders of Essetino Artists, and we help creative entrepreneurs with marketing, mindset, making more money online, growing your business online. So with this channel, we're live streaming to YouTube as well as Facebook right now. And on our channel, we release all kinds of tutorials related to growing your business online. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we already have people in the room here with us saying hello.
Let me just move the
say hello to a couple people. Yeah.
Are you got the mouse pad there?
Yeah, I'm just going to use the one on the laptop here. So we have Lisa.
Hey Lisa, thank you so much for always showing up so early. Lisa is also a member of the channel. She's a paid member, so special shout out to Lisa.
Yes, absolutely. Hello Lisa, how are you? Let us know, guys, in the comments how your week has been as well. We would love to hear from you. Just put that in the comments, whether you're watching from Facebook or YouTube. We have Kate. Hello, Kate.
Hey,
Kate's in the house. How are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Let us know as well how your week has been. And we have Linda saying that she can't hang out with us tonight, but she sends her love to us all. And yes, we'll catch you next week, Linda. Thank you for letting us know. Have a great evening.
Yeah, appreciate you even just taking the time to just like stop by and say that.
That happens all the time with our viewers too. They always message and saying, just wanted to say I can't make it.
We'll see you later.
I know. So awesome. You guys are great. We got Lenny. Hello.
Hello, Lenny.
How are you doing, Lenny?
Let me just move this back and then move this over here.
And we have Teddy. Teddy's in the house. Hello. How are you, Teddy? And how's the channel doing? Always love hearing your updates of your channel growth. It's been awesome. And Teddy, I replied to you had sent me an email with an amazing testimonial video. I had replied to it. So if you let me know if you didn't receive that, because I don't think I heard back from you yet. Yeah. And then we got Liat.
Aloha.
Ooh, I like that.
That'd be cool if we were in Hawaii right now.
Oh, that would be amazing.
We were saying that all the time.
We were supposed to actually be in Hawaii towards the end of this year. Remember, we were planning that.
Yeah, actually, during this time last year. No, during this time right now.
Yeah, but we were talking about it like towards the end of last year, saying, oh, next year in November or something.
It was supposed to be during October for Thanksgiving because it's Canadian. Well, Canadian Thanksgiving already happened. It was like last weekend. Like people celebrate on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the Monday was the actual Thanksgiving. And we were supposed to be in Hawaii.
I know.
With my entire family, and we were gonna have like a whole Tolentino families trip.
Oh man.
We'll try again for next year. Yeah. We're still trying for it.
We got all these travel plans happening. We're trying to think of where to go and stuff because as soon as things lift up, we want to go places as usual. You guys have been watching. Some of you guys have been watching our adventure vlogs and stuff. We got Brenda.
We've got Brenda in the house. Brenda.
Hello, Brenda.
We checked out your channel and wanted to ask, are you South African? Because Arit recognized your accent.
Yes, it sounds like you're from South Africa. I was actually born in Johannesburg in South Africa. I lost my accent a long time ago. Yeah, clearly. I sound very Canadian. But yeah, let us know if that's, I recognize accents. I think that's where you're from. And lovely to see you on the live stream as always.
And we'll just put this here, share your wins for the week.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. How has your week been?
And then everyone's saying hello to each other. And then Liat says just got back from a nice refreshing walk. How long do you usually walk for, Liat? Mm-hmm. Or maybe you go by time or you go by actual distance. I like to go by, I prefer to track my walking by the distance because
You go by steps.
Yes,
Number of steps.
I can equate the distance. Like if I walk for 5 kilometers, I kind of roughly know how many steps that is now.
That means you pretty much walk at the same pace each time. So you can predict how many steps you get.
And then we've got Teddy says he's up 17 subscribers since last week. That number keeps getting higher and higher, doesn't it?
Awesome. That's really cool. I don't remember what in comparison to the other week, but that's amazing. That's great. We also had another member who we're coaching right now. He said for 10 straight days in a row, he's been getting 20 new subscribers a day. And it's been, we love hearing your wins, guys, like your progress. So please share them with us, and also in the Facebook group too. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, we have a group called Creative Business Success. It's usually scrolling on the bottom.
Oh, where's the ticker? I'm a little off today. There we go. There it is.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. So if you're not already a member, please feel free to join the Facebook group as well.
And then, let's see here. We've got Brayden in the house.
Hello, Brayden. How's it going? How has your week been?
And then Liat says, holding you to Vegas and the South America trip in the near future. Yes, we want to go on that trip with you, Liat, for sure. I want to see Machu Picchu and all those places.
And then we got... Yes, Brenda says she's also from Johannesburg. Very cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I moved to Canada when I was like 10 years old. So
her sisters and her brother still have their accents.
Yes.
Lenny says, wow, sounds like a great adventure. Hope you can travel again. I think a lot of people hope they can travel again soon in the near future. Which part of Johannesburg are you from?
I grew up in Sandown area, and I still remember like a lot of it. I mean, I still remember my friends there and everything. Went to 2 different primary schools there, so I haven't been back since, but my dad does occasional business with the University of South Africa, so he, not anymore now, recently obviously, but he used to go back quite often.
Liat does about an hour and 40 minutes to 2 hours of walking at least 5 nights a week. That's a pretty substantial amount of walking. 2 hours is pretty good chunk of time. That is quite a dedicated walk there.
I just like spilled water all over my face, so it's not drool, guys, in case you're wondering.
We've got Phil in the house. Hey,
hello, Phil.
Yes, all good here. The weather is changing. It's now becoming like a lot colder now here.
It's autumn weather.
Autumn.
Yes. The leaves are beautiful colors outside.
Brayden says, I'm moving, so I've been busy packing and purging. Where are you moving to? Are you moving within the same city, or are you moving to a different city?
That always feels like moving is super stressful, but I always feel like it's a good reset, because it's like you get to clean out a lot of things and you just feel more refreshed when everything is more settled down when you move to your new place. So that's cool.
And then people saying hello to each other. Teddy says, I'll post the updated review in the group with your approval. Yes, of course you can. We appreciate that you even took the time to do a testimonial video for Arit's SEO course.
Yeah, and it was a great testimonial. So yes, thank you so much, Teddy.
Liat says, welcome, Brenda. Whereabouts are you from in Joburg? And then Brenda says, thank you for the recommendations for a microphone, Jewel. I want to be unleashed from the lapel microphone. I'm considering that microphone that I recommended with the stand. Have you tried it out? I haven't personally tried it out, but I did go through the reviews section on Amazon for that specific microphone. And I usually, when I get products on Amazon, I usually find the ones that have like the highest amount of reviews, and I'll go through the recent reviews as well as overall. And I understand that there are going to be both good and bad because people have different opinions, But overall, if it's looking like it's good, then, and it looks similar to like a microphone, like the one that we have here, similar, but like different shape, but it's got the same kind of concept. And microphones these days, like you can get them for super cheap and they're really good quality. Like this one we've been using for 3 years now, and it when it started selling on Amazon, it was like, I don't know, $29. I think it's like $45 right now because it's like in demand. But we switched over from a high-end microphone, a Blue Yeti,
higher end,
higher end. It was like $150 to this one, which at the time was like $30. So it looked like it was a pretty good one, and I believe it was relatively cheap, around $40-$50 range. So yeah, I mean, definitely try it out. Is there a reason why you don't like lapel anymore? Is it because like the ruffling of the shirt, or like your hair goes into it or something?
Probably the same reasons why we don't like it, wearing the mic. There's certain
there's generally two of us. Mics. There's two of us, so that's why. But I actually like the lapel when I'm working with the DSLR. So when I have it's actually right there. Pass it over.
This one?
Yeah. When I'm working with this one, which is the Canon M50, which we switched over from the Nikon. This one, I do like using a lapel microphone for this, and I switched over again from a high-end microphone system, wireless system, to just a plug-and-play lapel that doesn't have battery, because so many times we'll be filming one with wireless, you get these weird interferences with I don't know what it's called, like
just different frequencies,
like audio frequencies, and it kind of it's like static on the audio sometimes, and then sometimes the battery runs out while you're recording,
and you don't even know until you go to check afterwards.
Or you forget to turn it on. And so that's why the lapel that comes with this is just plugged in, no batteries, nothing. When you plug it in, it's supposed to work.
Yeah, there's pros and cons with wireless and wired systems.
But I do get that scratchiness sometimes if I'm moving too much, then you hear it. But yeah, there are pros and cons to everything.
I think I have way too much hair for a lapel mic. It would just be a mess of sound.
Phil says it's getting cold over there too. Yeah, I imagine it's cold in the UK. And then Brenda says, I grew up on the East Rand and lived in Randburg, and then taught high school in Northcliffe. You know all those areas?
Yeah, I know all those areas.
I don't know those areas.
That's really cool. It always feels neat to meet other South Africans as well, because it's like this far away, like this
away land,
continent on the other side of the world, and people usually get surprised when you tell them you're from South Africa. So
yeah, because I played your video and you were speaking, and then I was like, "Hey, is this a South African accent?" And then she's like, "Yep, yeah, it is."
There's probably some video footage of me when I was young, and I think you watched it sometime. I think it was like some home video, and then I had the South African accent then, and you were like so shocked.
I was like, whoa,
who is this?
You have an accent? Brayden says, honestly, I don't know exactly where I'm going to land. It depends on where I can get the health issues resolved. I might end up in Nelson or Edmonton, but I may have to stick around in Surrey. Oh, so you might be going really far away, relatively far away.
Sending you positive vibes, Brayden, for your recovery.
We've got Dawn in the house. Hi, Dawn. How are you doing? Dawn is also a member of the channel, a paid member of the channel. So shout out to Dawn. She does skip the dishes videos, vlog style on her channel, and it's always fun to see you do your rounds on there.
Because you have such a great personality.
Yeah, you're funny. So you're silly.
Yeah. Happy to see you here.
And Lenny says, solid early attendance. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. You're like the greeter at the door, like the person that takes the attendance and the names and stuff.
He's our cheerleader. We need to get you a cheerleading outfit, Lenny. Thank you so much for always showing your support. We really appreciate it.
And we've got Ramon in the house.
Hello, Ramon. How's it going? How has your week been?
Yeah, how are you doing? Ramon's on Facebook, so you guys can see there's a difference. The two people can't, like the YouTube and the Facebook people can't see each other. That's why we put it on the screen so that everybody can see everybody.
Mm.
And then Brenda says, I sometimes don't get the ruffling.
She does it.
I sometimes.
She did a correction. You do get the ruffling.
And then you have to redo the video. I find it pulls your top sideways, and I spend my time trying to hide it under a scarf. Yeah, I remember when I first got that, I had to watch a video on how to like place it appropriately, and I try not to move so much when I'm wearing it. And then
Teddy says, I think I posted the review, but not sure if I got it right. Okay, well, we'll check it out afterwards, but thank you for doing that.
We're approaching 1,000 Facebook members. We're at 800 something, but maybe we can get to 1,000 by the new year. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, guys, if you know anybody, for those of you who are members in the Facebook group, and if you know anybody, any creatives or entrepreneurs, anybody who's, working to grow a side hustle or a business online, and you feel our material would be helpful to them, then please feel free to invite members to the Facebook group, so that we can all just, share the resources community. And grow the community.
Brayden says, you need a polka dot mirror. I see a Ramon and Teddy, Brenda and Dawn.
Polka dot mirror? Maybe something that we don't.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that term means.
Yeah, me neither. Please explain, Brayden.
Ramon says, I'm good, working on some cosplay things just for fun.
Cool.
Yeah, that is cool. And one more thing here. Thank you for the advice. I will order the ring light and the microphone we discussed, and I will use the link from your Facebook group so you earn a commission. Thank you.
Thanks,
we appreciate that. We love being a resource for people. We love, when people come to us for recommendations for things. I'm happy to share.
That's why we created a whole page on our website of just recommended resources as well, of all of the things that we've tested and used and we love and we stand by, because this is actually one of them.
Speaking of which, if you are doing video, you'll likely need an external drive to put all your video footage, because it's just going to eat up your computer space really fast. One of the portable SSD drives that I like using is Samsung. And it's a Samsung, this one's the T7, but I also use the T5. It's a small portable SSD drive, and you can get them in various sizes, like 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes, 500 gig if you want. And it's just like this. And I did a ton of research on finding one that was good quality. These were my specifications. Good quality, small. I did not want to carry around something that is big, and something that was relatively good speed and of higher quality. I didn't want to cheap out on getting an SSD drive, because I'm storing like a lot of stuff on here.
You don't want to
videos, files, just like assets, and I didn't want to accidentally, there's a bigger ones with the fan, and you accidentally drop it, and then like the whole thing is done, and then it's like broken and you can't retrieve the files. So I recommend these all the time because they're super small. They're tiny. This one's the T5, which is the older version, and then this is the T7, which we just upgraded to because we filled them up. And I put like all of our video footage on here, the finished videos, vlog videos, video projects that I'm working on for clients. And it's shock proof. So like if you drop it, then it's likely going to be okay. Like whereas the other one with the moving fan, the bigger, chunkier ones, which are a lot cheaper, if you drop those, there's a higher chance of it breaking. So
yeah, we already have a ton of, like, we we bought laptops with a ton of space already because we know we work a lot with video, but it just always never is enough. Like if you're if you're someone who's really pumping out a lot of videos, editing a lot of videos, you will need a lot of space on your laptop, and it's only a matter of time before you actually need an external hard drive to put stuff on. So yeah, those are really great. Nice and compact too.
It was I don't have a link or anything, so it's a Samsung portable SSD T7. Or you can get the T5, which is, I think, a little bit cheaper. We've got here a new person, William.
Hi, William.
I'm suddenly an online teacher trying to figure out making videos. Your Camtasia videos have helped me feel like I have video making writer's block. Advice welcome. All right. Yeah. So give us some context. What are you teaching? What's the topic? And you're having video making writer's block. So you're having trouble coming up with ideas for videos?
Yeah, that was my question.
Or to actually like
editing them, putting them together. Yeah. Let us know in the comments.
And Braden's explaining that polka dot thing. I'm too old. There was a Canadian TV show for kids in the 70s, and it was called The Polka Dot Door. And at the end, the host would hold up an empty handheld mirror and say a bunch of names.
Got it. Okay. Now what you said before makes sense. Thank you for taking the time to explain that, Braden. Appreciate it.
Yes.
I have never heard of that TV show.
And then Braden says, what are you teaching? Okay, here we go. Ceramics. Okay. Cool. Ceramics.
Okay, so are you teaching how to make,
certain
ceramics,
things?
or are you just talking about different pieces? I mean, there's so many different directions that you could go. It just depends on what you have knowledge in. You definitely want to be creating videos on things that you know about, right? So like if you're obsessed over the history of certain pieces, for example, like that would be something to create videos on, or talking about the patterns or how they're made, materials. Yeah, so many different things.
All right, so he gave more context. I have ideas, just having trouble planning them out and getting started. Yes, I'm teaching how to make.
Okay.
My students now have clay and tools at home. Okay, cool. And so you're having trouble planning them out and getting started. Okay, so these are are these pre-recorded, or are they like live like this? Because that's different. That's totally different when you're doing a pre-recorded thing, and that versus you've got a class on Zoom watching you live. Like that's totally different.
So you say you already have a set of students. So are your students like in the beginner stage? You said they have already tools and stuff. Maybe they're not, I don't know, or maybe they're just starting out. You want to think of it like, okay, let's say if your students are like beginner base on ceramics, think about what sort of questions they would have in their mind when they're just, starting out learning how to make different ceramic pieces. What questions do they have, and really get specific with those questions, because every single video can be, every topic rather can be broken down into one specific question that you can answer in a video, and really provide a ton of value on that one question, that one topic.
And then, so these are live teachings.
Okay.
How long is each class? I'm guessing like an hour type thing.
So I would have a certain goal in mind for every single live session. So, before you said you're having trouble with planning it. So before you have your session,
70 minutes.
Ask yourself, 70-minute session. Ask yourself, what do you want students to understand? What do you want them to know by the end of this session? What do you want them to have a good grasp on? Once you identify that specific thing, then break it down into steps, work backwards. You can reverse engineer this. So, if it's learn how to make their first teacup. I don't know what it is, right? Probably not a 70-minute session. I don't know. But, then think about, okay, what is step one? What do they need to know there? Maybe it's,
Or
tools. Maybe they've mastered that. Then step two, then step three. You can break it down
or
quite a bit.
I don't know how many sessions they have, but maybe
You could do a series.
Yeah, like a series, a progressive series where, you start off with the basics, covering the basics of the clay and whatever, and how to work it and mold it. And then from there, and then by the time you get to the end, you've made a whole cup set or something, like there's something progressive happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's kind of like the way that I tackle creating an online course. Like I ask myself, what do I want the student to know to have a good grasp on by the end of this course? And then from there, I work backwards to create the course outline, which is kind of like something that you can use as, each section of the course could be like a separate session in a live workshop, for example. And, creating a series like what you said there is actually really great because it entices students to just keep coming to the next one and the next one. Let us know if that's helpful.
Also, I would even go online and check out what other people are doing and see, the videos that have a ton of views. What are people enjoying about them? What's their teaching style? Like how are they doing it? How fast or slow are they going? Because when we're doing our YouTube coaching, we have it spaced out in usually 4 sessions. Sometimes they want more sessions to continue, but we usually know that we need like 1 to 2 sessions for SEO. And then there's like a beginning session. And like we've played around with being able to spread out the content within the 1 hour session each week that we have with them. So you'll need to play around with what you can fit into the 70 minutes.
Yeah, but I was going to say, but we also, it depends on how each person is progressing within the session. So William, for you, maybe you could also have a segment, I don't know if you're already doing this, where you do have a Q&A in your live session. So you can see what people need more help with and then focus your content around building
and sort of pivot from there, because it'll depend on what's happening with the students, if they're getting it or they're not getting it and they want to move fast or slow, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Lenny says, do a search and see the gaps on what other people are doing.
You can you can go to look for other ceramics channels, for example, and look in the comments. Not only look at what videos they're producing that are popular, but also look in the comments of those videos to see what questions people are asking.
Ramon says that he uses a software called Sphere to make teaching videos. It goes with a document camera. It's easy to use. Yeah, Ramon is also teaching live as well.
Yeah.
Cartooning, I believe. And then Lenny says, start with simple videos, answer one thing at a time, like Essetino video formats. Yeah, that's exactly that's how our channel works it's one video, one concept. We do have some overview videos, which are longer, but for the most part, it's like one topic, one video.
Yeah.
And then Dawn says, at the end of each session, ask your students to post their questions for next week. That would also be great engagement.
Great minds think alike. Great suggestions, guys.
William said, you may need to rehearse a few videos at first to ensure that you have planned. Yeah, you need to physically try it out to see if it fits. We do that for presentations. Like when we are presenting, when we have to do talks, we will run through it as if it is happening to see, are we going to make the 90-minute time slot here with talking about all the stuff we want to talk about?
Yeah.
And then William said, I tried recording my class, but as a video, it was terrible. Was this on Zoom? Because if so, Zoom's quality, I will say, isn't that great.
Yeah, what do you mean by terrible? Are you referring to quality or, let us know about that.
Ramon says, I imagine you can use a document camera to work if it's close up or even aimed at the potter's wheel. We do online teaching every day. I'm not a ceramics teacher, but I do teach art lessons. And William says, appreciate the advice. No problem. I love how like everybody's like getting in there.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that, getting in there.
Yeah, it's like everyone's like providing.
That's what a mastermind is, guys. Just all helping each other out. And you're welcome, William.
The students don't like to talk on the mic. Well, that's fine. They can just type it out then, I guess, if their hands aren't dirty from the ceramics.
Or, I mean, you can repeat the question.
Repeat the question?
Yeah, I don't know what setup you have, but if they're not able, like they don't like to talk on the mic, or they don't like to go get to the mic, if you're having one, for example, you can just repeat the question that they have in the class so that your online viewers, like if you're putting the video online, will be able to hear it and your answer as well.
But what about like the students that don't like to talk on the microphone?
No, I mean, like, that's what I mean. Like, he can repeat the question.
But how are they going to answer it? Like, I meant like they can type in the Zoom chat to answer the question type.
I'm thinking
right?
that I'm under the impression that you want to
there's a lost in translation.
There is a big lost in translation. I'm under the impression that you're wanting to you're holding live sessions and you are wanting to record these
them
and put these online. Let us know if that is incorrect, because that will clear up a lot.
Lenny says, keep creating, forget perfection, you'll do better in no time. Exactly. Progress over perfection.
Yeah, I've done so many posts this week about that. It's really a huge thing. Like, it's, especially if you're like A-type and really just all critical about perfecting things and making things just right. It's something that you just get better at over time. Being on video is what we're talking about specifically here. Is you just gotta jump, really. And play around with different formats and see what works for you, as well as what works for the students to provide the most value to them.
Brayden says, save the Q&A for the end and just ask them to send you the questions, as most aren't comfortable talking on a microphone.
That's also a great suggestion.
And then William has the Sphere technology for recording.
Nice.
Teddy says, there's a lot of comments. Teddy says, just do it. Don't worry about perfection. That will come with more videos that you make. And that's true. That's how it goes. You're not going to be how you think you want to be initially.
Mm-hmm. I see people saying goodnight to Liette, but I didn't even see her saying goodbye. We didn't get that comment for some reason. But good night, Liette. Hope you have a good evening.
William says it's terrible quality and no production quality. Is this is this from the Zoom or the Sphere? The quality. And then
Ramon, students are shy to talk. I don't mind.
Yeah, people in general. I find like when we do presentations and stuff, people are just typing in the questions, and even though they're on Zoom, like they're on video on Zoom, but they turn the camera off and then they just kind of like type.
Yeah. And that's fine. I mean, you're leading the workshop and stuff. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. If you're having them you can repeat their questions or do what Brayden suggested. That's also good.
Content creation is a skill that takes time to develop. Yeah, you have to train your brain. It's a muscle, and it's a thing that you need to work. Now it's very easy for me to come up with ideas, a structured plan, because I've worked it so many times. And even when you told me that you're doing ceramics, I could probably think of like 20 ideas on ceramics, and I have I don't know about it, but I could come up with videos about it. Let's see here. Teddy says, trust me, a video doesn't have to be polished to do well. Exactly.
Yeah.
It really does not. A lot of people put emphasis on major production quality. I need this microphone, this camera, the lighting needs to be ABC. But honestly, like if you are being a good teacher and you are providing quality and answering people's questions in that video with with a real vibe that's going on, all that stuff doesn't matter. 95% of our videos are done with this webcam and this.
It's not high production here.
No, it's not.
And this is a lot better than where we were. Like, if you look at some of our early videos, oh man, they're crap. Like, really bad quality, because that was the technology at the time, right? And we're also still learning how to speak on camera. Like, it's all a learning curve, right? And yeah, you don't need the best equipment. As long as people can hear you, hear what you're saying, and as long as you are fully giving value, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. Like this camera, I use maybe less than 5% of our videos, and we have close to 1,400 videos on our channel. 95 or more, maybe 98% is filmed with these two items. And it you don't need that unless the only time I say when you do need good video production quality is if you're a videographer, then you do need, and you're doing you're teaching videography and all that kind of stuff, then yes, you need that. But most of us aren't. Ramon says, as an online teacher, we have Google Classroom. Kids can ask questions online or email the teacher plus chat live. Cool.
Amazing.
William says, writing that down, don't worry about perfection, thanks. And then Ramon says, as a virtual teacher, we will get better. Keep going, William. And Brenda says, thank you to everyone for the encouragement and good advice that you are sharing. As a solo entrepreneur, it's great to join a group of like-minded people. That's why we started this whole thing.
I'm feeling the love, you guys. Yes. That is why we put this together. It can be super isolating, right? Just working on your own business and doing things on your own, and only you know the way things are and how things feel going day to day about in your business. But when you actually connect with other people who are also doing the same thing, it's magic. And things like this right now, it's what's happening. Just working on solving a problem together and getting great ideas from everybody. I love this so much. This is what I envisioned for a very long time.
This is what we wanted to create for many years, because we went through the whole thing without really, we would go to events, to different events, in the United States and different countries, and then we would meet other like-minded people. But we don't have our friends that know what we are doing.
Our local friends who are also in the same space, doing entrepreneur stuff, having a creative business,
knowing all that kind of stuff, trying to sell your courses or your products and services. They just know that we do YouTube, and when we say we need a film, they're usually oh, what are you filming? What's that for? And this and that.
But most of the time, if other people ask our friends what we do, they won't know what to say.
They just go,
they're on YouTube. They don't know what our business is. Even your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. So, really, really cool to have this space here with you guys.
And then William says, I think I sprained my brain muscle.
I feel that way a lot as well, William.
Lenny says, the chat is on fire. Agreed, Lenny. I look forward to 6 p.m. on Thursday night. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. And William says, thank you. I'm feeling better about just jumping in. Yeah, just know that there's all these people here, and please join the free Facebook group that we have scrolling down here at the bottom. Mm-hmm. And if you want advice or anything, because this happens 6 p.m. On Thursdays, but if we're not live, post it in the group, and some people will respond and you'll get support from them.
Yeah.
Brandon says, this is a fantastic group for encouragement and support, Brenda. Yeah, that's exactly what we had envisioned many years ago, and it finally happened. Like we started the Facebook group last year
ago.
Like last December.
Yeah.
We started because we were doing sporadic live streams.
Well, we restarted it.
Well, it was like
year. We actually created this group like a while ago, but yeah, we pretty much were just so driven and dedicated to create this community with you guys that we kind of resuscitated it just last year. And doing the live streams really, really helped. And, because this is where people can connect with each other. It's one thing to just put out a post and have people comment and stuff, but this is like literally
more of an interaction.
Yeah, we're all interacting with each other. So the live streams really helped grow this community even more. And yeah, we're going to keep showing up here every single Thursday. Whether you guys can make it or not is fine, but it's been really great just hanging out with you.
And then Lenny says, throw your videos in the Facebook group, William. You'll get any help you need. Join now if you haven't. The link is on the screen. Thank you, Lenny. Appreciate it.
Yeah, if you want feedback on a specific video that you did, please feel free to post it. Again, it's the link that's scrolling on the bottom, or you could just search for Creative Business Success and you'll find our group.
Cool. Well, yeah, that was really good. People asking questions and everyone contributing. And then, William, you now feel like you can jump in again.
I know, I love that. It resolved itself. Seeing that your comment, I'm feeling better just jumping in. That's awesome. That's amazing. I think that's it's really hard to get started. Like, that's the main thing. It sounds like you have already, but just some people are just so, they're stuck at even jumping in, like just starting, just playing around. I actually did a post the other day about that. Is just, don't be afraid to play creatively. Like, try different things. It's okay. It's okay to mess up. And, because you tried something, you can now see that it didn't work, whatever that you did, and you can try something new to make it better. But you had to have tried it at first in order to find that out. So there's really gold in each of these mistakes or failures. So much can come out of that. And it's just flipping that perspective to seeing the positive in it rather than letting it take you down or be disappointing.
The first video that I ever filmed for the channel was this like tutorial video about Facebook, something about a banner. And it took me 8 hours to record it.
Yeah.
And even then I was thinking it was horrible. I was so in my head. I was totally caging myself and thinking that, how could I was thinking that I didn't have the right words. I had to be a certain way, be professional. And I was like literally writing down every single word to say and trying to memorize it and stare into the camera at the same time. And it ended up taking 8 hours because what I would do is every time I made a mistake, I would stop and delete the whole thing and then start again. Mm-hmm. And then I would get frustrated and like leave the computer and like go sit on the couch or something. And it took me like a full work day to get it. And it was exhausting. And so I know what it's like to start. And honestly, you're only going to get better the more videos that you do. And we always reference it to working out, to building a muscle. Like, how do you build a muscle, right? You have to give that muscle the resistance of the weight. You will not get stronger if you don't lift that dumbbell. You have to do the reps every day and then slightly increase the reps or increase the weight, add a harder movement to it. And then, you get the muscles, you get the stronger muscles. Same thing for what you're doing here.
Yeah. You got to exercise those muscles and challenge yourself in different ways as well.
Brenda says, I decided not to wait until it was perfect because it wasn't going to happen. It's a vulnerable place to upload a video that you know isn't top notch.
Oh,
but
yes.
each video gets something better.
Yes, I totally relate to that. It is a vulnerable place. Absolutely. That's a great way of putting it, Brenda. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Like each video is like a piece to the bigger puzzle, right? It all contributes in some way to the bigger picture. And that's the exciting part, really. It's just like, just keep stacking the videos, keep releasing them. You learn here, you find out more over there, you interact with people in the comments and see what's working, take a look at your analytics. Like for us, it's a fun game to play, and it's a very rewarding game. And it's a game of leverage for our business and for growth as well, not just business-wise, not just making money, but personal development-wise as well. I mean, you are, putting yourself on video, so there's just a whole whackload of growth that comes along with that if you're not already a speaker. So yeah, absolutely. Great comment.
Yeah, and like we have some videos that completely bombed, like failed, meaning like there are videos that were, I guess there was like a lost in translation happening, and the video has like way more dislikes than likes, and it just didn't translate the way that we thought. And we still have them up there, and I still leave them up there, and I'm fine with that, because that was like a learning experience, that was like a growth experience, and everything that could happen during filming has happened. Like you totally don't feel like it, you run out of battery in your camera and you got to wait for it to charge because you don't have an extra one. And the sound cuts out because the battery died in the wireless, or the camera's just not working, or, you're outside and people are staring at you, and just like every scenario that has happened.
Yeah. We've been through a lot of different failures, but it all adds up. It really does.
Yep. William says practice.
Phil.
Or William. Phil says
absolutely.
That. And yeah, it's like, it's the muscle. Just think of it as the muscle. How are you going to get the muscle to get stronger? Don says, I was looking back at my old videos and seeing the progress. It's fun to laugh at yourself. Yeah.
I think that's actually quite an asset, is to be able to watch your older stuff and just like laugh about it or smile about it, not taking it too seriously, right? Because when you do take it too seriously, then everything just becomes like not fun and just very heavy. So that's actually a great thing to have, is to be able to do that. And yeah, like I don't even like going back to the videos and looking at myself, but everything is just, it's so much lighter when you can look at your mistakes and what you've done and just shrug it off and be like, I'll do better in the next video, in the next one. You always have more opportunities. You always have, another canvas to paint on. So it's okay.
And the thing with YouTube videos is it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game, and you stack all those wins. And eventually, when you put enough videos out there with the proper SEO, they'll start to work for you. William says, I have a pending join request and I just approved it. So
you've been added.
Teddy says, if you want to grow your channel, William, take a Reed's SEO course. It will make a huge difference. Thank you, Teddy. Appreciate it. And we're so happy to hear that, because, I remember when you were first starting, you were very different about your channel, and you're like, oh, maybe we'll get some subscribers. But now it's like every week I look forward to those reports that you say, got this many subscribers this week, got this many subscribers this week. So it's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Teddy. William, the link for the course is in the description of this video here, so you can check it out if you like.
All right, I think we will end it here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in every week at 6 p.m. PST. We appreciate it. Bring your questions. Just want to hang out. Like, to us, this feels like hanging out with you guys. Like, we really enjoy the mishmash of everyone's ideas and concepts and helping someone out. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a casual, fun mastermind. That's the way we like it. Like we like having fun. I know a lot of you guys already know that here on this channel. We don't like things to be too serious. We like to see the positive in things. So yeah, we love that you are also jamming with that vibe, and just such a great group of people here. We have a busy week ahead of us. I think early next week, we'll likely be doing some filming for a client who's traveling here from Alberta. So that's really cool.
Whole day of filming.
Yeah, they want to pump out, they're into real estate investing, and they want to just pump out a lot of videos all in one day for their YouTube channel, which they're revamping. So we're excited to go out into the field and shoot some videos there. That'll be fun. And yeah, and we'll see you guys again 6 p.m. PST. Was testing you guys there. 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST on Thursday.
And Roland quickly says, hi, just popping by to say
hi,
hello.
Roland.
Hi, Roland. Thank you so
Roland.
much.
Have a great evening. Thanks for popping in.
And Dawn says, thanks, everyone, for another incredible night. We can't see the emoji, but you can see it on the phone there.
Ooh, right there.
And Lenny says, thank you, ladies. Good night, everyone. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video.
Have a good night, everyone.